Brian, I've been putting a lot of thought into this, and what I think would be really, really cool is if you could buy a Peterbilt that had 5 seats with 5 seat belts in it.
Hang on. You're saying like a Peterbilt, like the family truckster.
Yeah, something you could take to like car shows and truck shows and like down to go get ice cream, and it has all the seats in it.
That, like, why don't they have that?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's beyond me. Seems like somebody would have done that already.
Man, you would think so.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, that's exactly what we have done.
Yeah, we put a full-blown seat and all kinds of cool stuff in the back of a 36-inch bunk 589. Now you can take 5 of your buddies down the road comfortably.
And it's funny because me and Brian always say we, but we mean the collective we. It wasn't me and him that
The
did it.
collective we is like all the guys in the shop.
Yeah.
Well, there's one.
There's one of them. The rest
Hang
of
on.
them are hiding.
There's another one. He's over there. Yep. Where's everybody else?
I don't know. It's really close to Christmas right now, so
They probably just called out.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably what it was.
They're waiting on Santa.
Or they're being Santa, you know.
Or yeah.
Yeah. It's just, you know, that's what happens when you're close to the holidays. But guys, you're going to want to watch the rest of this video because we're doing an unveil of what is the final product and the back of the PDI truck. We're really excited about it. There's a lot of people that want to know more about it. We're selling a whole lot of these things, and or we're going to sell a whole lot of these things.
Yep.
Lots of interest. So stick around, check this out, and let's just dive into this. You want
Let's
to?
go. Let's go check it out.
Let's go.
Okay, so have you ever thought like, man, I need a sleeper on my truck just to put stuff in it. Not that I'm going to sleep in it, just like storage. You kind of, at that point, you want like a 36 or a 44. Same thing, but just different numbers, right? Little sleeper. Check that out. She measures 36 inches. You know what would be awesome if you had a sleeper like this and it was like more set up to be able to, you know, carry things when you're going.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, what are you guys doing back here?
We're testing out the seat.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty slick.
Yep. I don't know what else to say.
Well, we can say, check it out. We put a freaking seat.
There's a seat in the back of this sleeper where a bed normally should be.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And there are also 3 grown men in a very tiny space. But the point is that we all fit back here with a decent amount of space.
Yeah. I mean, well, so right now, the seats are slid all the way back.
Well,
So
that one's back a little farther.
is it?
This one's got some additional leg room to it.
So this one could come all the way back.
Yeah, this one could go back further. I guess the broader, the point I would like to make is that the seat back here is actually pretty comfy. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But I would think it'd be better in one size sleeper bigger, right? So they got, we've talked about this earlier. There's 36s and 48s. What's the new sleeper designation? There's
44, 58.
and 58. So this one's a 44.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a 58, I think that would be ideal. Like one size bigger than a coffin sleeper, whatever that is anymore.
Yeah.
Like whatever that number is, that's the one I think would be really, really cool for this.
And I think we're gonna be doing one pretty soon.
I'm pretty excited about that one.
Like, we almost should do that for our show truck, just so we can just take a group with us.
Honestly,
go.
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if we went back to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. If we had like 3 seats back here,
man, if we went around the track.
yeah, we could get all 5 of us in danger versus just one.
That sounds like 5 times more fun.
Exactly.
All right. Well, as you can see, everybody fits back here, and well, I guess we'll get everybody out of here. But Shock and Chaz have done a phenomenal job at doing this. It's figuring it all out from scratch. Basically, I just like had some parts and an idea, and like threw a bunch of crap and put it inside the truck, and was like, "Hey, what if we do this?" And they made it happen. It's pretty cool.
It does look really, really cool in here. The fit and finish is really neat. The final product is really cool. Shockley, what do you have to say for yourself?
I don't know. We've done a fantastic job.
Man, you did. That is no lie right there. How about you, Chaz? How do you feel about it?
Oh my! I just gotta say samesies.
Samesies.
Yeah.
Samesies. Yep.
All right, we'll let you guys get out of here, and then let's check this whole thing out.
All right, let's do this.
All right, so all the guys are out of the truck now,
Yeah.
and
Now we got more space.
now we got more space, so we kind of talk about this whole setup in here.
Yeah. So when you get back into the back, what's really cool is almost everything back here is one-off parts. We had to get we borrowed the seat out of a pickup truck. This is the rear seat in a pickup truck. I don't know if we should talk about which one. Have we said that in the past?
Yeah, the videos we put out, I did tell everybody it was a F-150 seat.
Okay, yeah. So this is a rear seat of a Ford F-150. All the same functions, more or less. It flips up. You got the storage underneath. They put move the 110 outlet up here to the front of this box. You got a Proline inverter back there. I guess the idea was try to build a seat base and like a bracket where you still had some storage space and you didn't lose all the storage that was underneath the sleeper. And so then just pull that over there. And if you need to, this thing flips down for if you need to haul something around back here. Don't really know if you would ever need to or why, but still got the functionality of doing that. This seat does the same thing. When you get over here to these boxes, we'll look at this one so that way the camera can kind of get a better look at it. These pieces over here, Shockley made these boxes. What's really neat, they open up. You got plenty of storage on the inside and out. You got charging ports, which are fully functional. We have our charging cable here, and
one of them, one's like a regular USB and one's a USB-C.
Yeah, so you got a full wide USB, you got and then you got the USB-C. So there we go. But Mike and Belinda wrapped all this in leather, and you got a cup holder over here to the side for the people that are sitting on the sides. I don't really know what you do for the guy that's in the middle that needs a cup holder, because you got two cup holders in the front for up there, and then you got two cup holders on the side. I think the idea is that you just...
The middle guy's got to just hold it.
The middle guy just holds the soda, you know?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
So I handed you a camera. Show like inside the box and stuff, because like Belinda did awesome. Like the stitch work on the top is a lot. Everything's done in leather. And then inside the storage is got the carpet in there.
Yeah, it's all in carpet. Whenever you put that thing down, riding down the road, it's not rattling or shaking or anything like that. You got the carpet on the inside of it, keeps everything nice and quiet. So that way you don't have to worry about shakes and rattles and all that good stuff.
So that's one thing that drives me nuts. You buy like this 50,000, or I don't know, that's a joke anymore now. Trucks are like 75 to 100, but you buy a pickup truck and the console is just plastic.
Yeah.
And then you put your stuff in there and it rattles around. Drives you absolutely mad.
Yeah, it just drives you absolutely insane. But
so we did the carpet in there just for the fact that you can put your stuff in there and hopefully don't have to listen to a bunch of noises, which is kind of nice to have, I think.
Yeah, super nice. I don't know what else should we cover. I mean, these whole back panels. Obviously the seatbelt bolts up right here. Brian, you guys had to do some custom plating on the back side of that sleeper.
There's a lot of work that's hidden. I mean, if you look at this right now, it's like, oh look, there's a seat bolted on there, but all the bracketry for the seat is all handmade, one off, cut and welded and put together. There's panels, like if you look under here, so if you see down there, all the panels on the back wall, this side panel right here, all the places you wouldn't have interior, like the back wall would have basically just been metal. It's wrapped in a black leather, just to kind of finish everything out and make it look like or feel more like a car or truck would be.
Yeah, just trying to get that fit and finish to kind of make it look like it was a factory installed item. And what's really cool about it is it turned out so well that so far everybody that's saw this in person is wondering what it would take to do it in their 38 or 36 or their 48-inch sleeper, which
or
is
44
now,
or 58,
which is now 44s and 58s.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, me and Brian are just way too old school. We're kind of refusing on the new numbers, but it's okay.
So what Tommy had kind of started talking about was these plates over here. So basically from where you got the gray color up top, from that line all the way down to below the seat base here is a big steel plate, and it's bolted into the cross members on the back of the cross members for like the structure of the sleeper. There's I think like 14 bolts or 16 bolts that's holding that plate in. That all which is what attaches the back of the seat here.
Yep.
And your seat belt.
And the seat belt. And that's the important part, is because we don't want anybody thinking that all we did was just run a little self-tapper or something like that in there, and that's what's holding that seat belt.
That is connected to a piece of 1/4-inch steel.
Yep.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. No, that is it's one heck of a mount, and our fab guys here at the shop they did a really good job making sure that, for one, the seat and all the aesthetics around it look like a factory truck. But for number two is that the safety aspect is still there. If you've got somebody in the back seat and they buckle in, it's nice and safe for them.
We spent the most time, that was like one of my biggest concerns, and we were kind of coming up with a design and figuring this stuff out, it's like we need to make sure the seat base is bolted securely to the floor. You got all the lights back on.
Yeah.
It does that auto shut-off thing.
Yeah.
Saves your batteries.
Saves your batteries. I mean, we complain about it only in the aspect of trying to film inside of a truck, but
otherwise it's good.
Otherwise, it's a really good thing. Yeah, you accidentally leave your lights on and walk away from your truck, then that'll save your life.
Yeah, but the seat's bolted straight through and plated. I mean, I wanted to make sure if someone had their seatbelt on there in the event that the seatbelt was needed while riding in the truck, it would do its job.
Yeah,
and that was the most important thing above anything else. Was get that where we were comfortable, and then make the aesthetics look nice.
So, back to everybody who saw this so far, thought it was a really, really cool concept. There's a lot of guys who have coffin sleepers that don't necessarily use their bed to sleep in, and something like this would be really cool. What I really like about this this whole setup is if you're just using a truck, if you're using it, kind of occasionally, or if you've got a load that is not necessarily an overnight load, you can still dual concept this truck to be like, your weekend ice cream getter. I know my dad would totally take this thing to Dairy Queen.
Oh yeah, he'd load up the grandkids and go like, it would be a lot of fun.
No, this thing would be a blast, especially with the automatic transmission. Drive this thing down to like the local Dairy Queen or to the Culvers. Yeah, this thing would be the absolute coolest thing in the parking lot for sure.
You figure right after Christmas, we're going to do a whole video about the entire truck. This video, we wanted to just really talk about the seat and kind of get that out of the way.
Seats.
But Jared from PDI is coming up here. The new owner for the truck is coming up here. We're going to do a full reveal video with them and a test drive and all those things. But wanted to make a video where we could really kind of spend some time explaining the seat, because I don't know, I'm pretty proud of the guys. I think they've done a really awesome job.
They did a stellar job. And again, everybody we've showed it to said, hey, what would it take to do that in my truck? So I have a feeling this is not the last one we're going to do. We're going to be doing a lot of these.
Apparently there's 2 more coming.
Yeah, there's already 2 more coming, and that's not even counting the guys who are just waiting on me to tell them what the price is. I mean, the 2 coming they were just basically just like, hey, we don't mind whatever it costs, that's what we want to do. But me and Brian are working on getting some aftermarket seats, because these things are extremely stupid expensive if you go to the dealership and buy a Ford seat. Yeah, brand new Ford seat. So what we want to do is make it to where it's reasonable and quote unquote cost effective or cost efficient. Just to where, it's not just some obscenely high price that nobody's going to be able to do. We're trying to make it to where if this is what you want to do in your sleeper, then you can bring it to us, and then, in a week or 2, you can come back and pick this up. And again, it was kind of a reasonable price.
Yeah. And you could even do, like, I think we'll have different seat options. You could go back and do this option if you wanted to even.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I haven't tested it. If you'd like to be the test dummy.
Test what?
I think if you put your head on the headrest over there and your feet up on the other armrest, I bet a person, they were like wanted just to like kick back and relax for a little bit.
Are you talking about like taking a nap in here?
Yeah, I think you probably could if you brought a pillow with you. I mean, that's not going to be the most comfortable thing for your head. You're going to need a pillow.
No, not at all. I'm taking the shoes off too because
I think the length is there.
Yeah, I mean, I could see like if you brought your own pillow. Yeah, I mean, I've still got a little bit of space yet.
Or even put your feet up,
Yeah, I mean, like if you're just doing like that. Yeah. I mean, it's still the same length. You just, you need something to support your knees so it's just not dangling right there,
You need 2 pillows.
You gotta have a pillow behind your head and one behind your knees.
It's doable.
I mean, I've taken naps in the back of pickup trucks before. I mean, we've all been to truck shows where we stayed up way too late doing official truck show things.
And you need to go to your truck
and
and take a nap.
you need a nap the next day. We've all been there.
So you could do it in this thing. You got all your curtains, you close them up, you know, you're like good to go.
Exactly.
All right, guys, that's it for the video. What do you think about the 5-seater Peterbilt 589?
Honestly, it's one of the coolest things we've done as far as like a short build goes. I mean, there's not too many extensive things we did. It's not a full-blown show truck, but in the back seat of it, it's extremely functional. And honestly, as we were like walking around this thing and you know, showing what the final product was, I was trying to figure out the feasibility of making this my daily driver.
Dude, it's a single axle, it's short. I'd argue with you on the show truck thing. I would take this to any truck show. This thing's awesome. And we're doing a video very soon going over all the stuff we did to the outside of it.
Oh yeah, no,
I mean, like, it's a cool truck.
You could completely take this one to a truck show. I wasn't saying that. What I was saying is it's not like the craziest build we've ever done.
Right, right.
But truck looks super clean. I love the look of it. Yeah, you could take it to a show and show it off, and it's honestly, it's going to get a lot of looks, especially if you open the sleeper doors. People are going to be wondering what in the world is going on.
Dude, it's the coolest thing. I mean, it really is. You could take the whole family around with it, and a single axle short wheelbase truck too. Like,
in my mind, I was thinking
it's not that much longer than your pickup.
In my mind, I was thinking, because sometimes I'll go to the dealerships and I'll go drive around and pick up a customer and take them to lunch. Like, what kind of impression does it make when you show up in a Peterbilt and say, "Hey, man, you know, climb on in, let's take the Peterbilt to lunch."
Go to lunch.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think it's like the best idea we've ever had. So I'm going to work on my business partners and see if I can get one of these things in the company budget.
It's perfect. Guys, tell us what you think about that setup. If you have a small bunk, I mean, or if you don't, or you wanted one, or like, would you do that? Do you like that setup with the bench seat? I love it.
I love it. Yeah, because me and you are never using the beds in the small bunks. So, I mean,
no.
100%, that would be super cool if we had that at a truck show and wanted to take like 6 people to lunch. Yeah, that's like the coolest thing ever. Yep. But anyway, you guys, you let us know what you think in the comments. And then, as always, if you want to see more videos like this, you got to like, subscribe. You can follow us on all of our other social media, which is
at Semi-Casual Show.
On all of them. And so they're super easy to find. And then outside of that, that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys.
Later.